it's a real problem where you go and purchase a list and you're expecting some outcomes, and the list is only as good as the last time you used it, and we'll touch on that. And of course, the process to deliver exceptional results. Kicking off with exceptional results, and it was interesting. I was having a very brief chat with the guys from Noon Dalton this morning, and we're not going to compare. We might not be comparing apples and apples, although it sounds like we've got a very similar process. This is a screen dump from our CRM. We use PipelineDeals.com. Most people will probably be used to a funnel, but the pie chart will work here. And what I'd like you to sort of look at is where my mouse is what we've won in terms of the deals. So we're winning on average approximately 27.5% of proposals and deals that we send out. And I can 100% guarantee you that most of those deals will have been created by the replenishment and outbound marketing strategy that we have. We have very limited inbound. The only inbound that we get are referrals, and that certainly would have a high closing rate as well. But most of what we've done, and the proof's in the pudding, in terms of that 27.5%, has been from building marketing lists, using the team at Noon Dalton to do so, and delivering the results that we've delivered. I've just lost GoToMeeting for a tick. Let me just see if I can get it back. I'm going to unmute you, Ed and Jahan. So if you want to unmute yourselves and jump in at any point. I'm sorry, I just put that on hold. But you guys are now free to talk when you'd like to. I think you've muted yourself, Ed, which is fine. So getting to an engagement example, and this is where we will figure out and demonstrate exactly what poor campaigning does, what it does to the data, and what it does to the engagement levels, and why you've got to start to look at replenishing your database moving forward. Because if you look at this as a continuation or process over time, people will leave. They will leave their job. They will get disinterested. And this particular engagement example we did on purpose. So this is for a similar event that we held in Costa Rica in October. We sent the same EDM out in a repetitive way, where we didn't change the content. We just made it quite static to try and get as many bums on seats as we could. And you'll see from the first campaign, which is at the bottom of the screen at 59.15%, it pretty rapidly deteriorates down to 15.73% in terms of open rates and engagement. And you'll start to see on the right-hand side that the unsubscribe numbers start to increase as well over time. Whilst we call that cleansing in some ways, because it was a new list, we built that list. Well, in fact, Noon Dalton built that list for us. We had the intention of the subscriber at the start, but then we start losing that attention because A, we're not sending them anything that's relevant. B, we might be repetitive in what we're doing, and that generally loses the interest. If you start losing the interest of your subscribers, you then start losing the eyes that are looking at your emails or your SMS that are going out. And of course, over time, if you don't replenish that, you're going to start to see a drop off in revenue and your sales results. And that's the key to this whole process. So we put this data together. This is, I suppose, if you want to call it a world exclusive, this is a world exclusive in terms of the data we've put together. This is our top 30 customers. The customers have been averaged out across 6 months of campaigning, just so that we can start to understand a little bit about the net effect that poor campaigning does and not replenishing the database will have on your marketing list over time. So the red boxes are circled around a purchase list, and one of the things I think that one of the surprising values here, and I've done this on purpose, is that you would expect a purchase list to have the highest unsubscribe value. So the chart on the top left is the percentage of unsubscribe,